Ladies and gentlemen, Milwaukee has declared systematic racism as a public health crisis. And they're hoping that this will spread across the country. Now, I am dying to see all of my subscribers' comments on this one. This will be very interesting. So, this is a story that came out on WBUR May 30th, 2019. Is systematic racism a public health crisis? Milwaukee says yes. Wow. Milwaukee County declares racism a public health crisis and wants to push the plan nationwide. Interesting. Milwaukee County leaders have declared racism a public health crisis. It is Milwaukee County's responsibility to address racism, including seeking solutions to reshape the discourse, actively engaging all citizens in racial justice work. County Executive Chris Adele said in a statement, local government needs to take a leadership role, and we intend to do so. The announcement from Adele and County Board Vice Chairwoman Marcelia Nicholson comes during National Public Health Week. In what being touted as an important first step in addressing decades of race-based inequality, Milwaukee County Executive Chris Adele signed a resolution Monday declaring racism a public health crisis. Everybody has been reading and hearing about the same set of statistics in Milwaukee for decades, Adele said at yesterday's signing, according to Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. He went on to cite that the county's racial disparities in employment, education, incarceration, income, and access to capital. The resolution isn't just about a public commitment to take action, said Adele, but is designed to foreground race equity in all areas of county decisions, on top of assessing internal policies and procedures to make sure racial equity is a core element of the country. The resolution also vows explicitly advocate for policies that improve the health of communities of color and offer training that expand employees' understanding of how racism affects people. This all sounds good, but one thing it's not, ladies and gentlemen, is reparations. This resolution sounds more like a program. Oh, let's put this in place. We know this is a problem, but they're falling short on making restitution for all of the racism, which we should be getting. County Executive Chris Adele joined county supervisors and the Office on African American Affairs in signing the resolution to declare racism a public health crisis. The new resolution works to continue efforts to ensure racial equity is part of the public discourse and decision-making process. Racism is a public health crisis, and we have a moral imperative to put our indifference aside in the face of injustice, said Adele in the news release. The measures we are taking will ensure every resident in every neighborhood benefits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this all sounds fine and good, but declaring it a public health issue does not resolve all of the problems that have stemmed from racism in this country. You know, it doesn't do anything about police brutality. It doesn't do anything about all of the income disparities that are going on. We know whites doing the same job, they get paid more than black people. It doesn't resolve housing, where redlining is still going on to this day. It's still happening. You know, there's disparities in health care that whites receive and black people receive. We already know about the disparities in education that's going on in this country to this very day. And no, this measure is okay as maybe a baby step, but to me, it just falls short on so many things. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why this Chris Adele has run to this measure is because it's not going to cost them nothing. See, as long as it don't hit them in the pocket, they are all for this stuff. Just like HR 40. You see, Sheila Jackson Lee's measure just studies racism and all of the inequality that has gone on in the country, but it does not talk about any type of financial restitutions. These measures are, to me, it doesn't change anybody's life. HR 40 is not going to change anybody's life in America, and neither is declaring it a public health crisis. Okay, to me, that's nothing more than an acknowledgement, but it doesn't seem to be anything other than that. We acknowledge racism is a problem. We're going to declare it a public health crisis. But is that enough? No. No. Okay, it falls way short of what really needs to be done. And we know that without any type of financial restitution for what has happened to black people in this country for centuries, all of these little measures and HR 40 and this public health crisis really means nothing at the end of the day. Are we going to be treated differently in America if this is declared all across the country? No. You're going to still see police officers shooting us unarmed. You're still going to see these nut jobs out in the public calling the police on black people. You're still going to see all of the racial disparities when it comes down to hiring in this country, and so on and so forth. So this is all fine and good, but it's not enough in my opinion. But I know my subscribers will let me know in the comment section on what they think about this measure to declare systematic racism in America as a public health crisis. I don't know. I guess the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not impressed. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I mean, it's a gesture, and I'm sure the person that came up with this means well, but after going through this for 500 years, and this is all you can present to us, to me, I'm not feeling it. I'm not. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, please tell me what you think. You know, I don't know. I mean, did you declare what happened to the Jews in Europe a public health issue, and that was all you offered? No, you gave them restitution. And their situation didn't even last nearly as long as ours. So, no, I don't accept this as nothing more than just another, here, you black Negroes, we're giving you a little something now. But that's it. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.